Why does Megyn Kelly sound like me all of a sudden?
That will be out of Trump's administration before the midterms.
RFKJ?
Really?
Maybe.
Why do you think that?
Because he's dismantling the MAHA agenda week by week. Trump is. And RFK, based on pressure that's being put on him, I think he's a true believer.
Like the glyphosate stuff?
Like the glyphosate, let's insulate glyphosate from legal liability to some extent.
Thank you, Megyn Kelly. Is Megyn Kelly? Why is everybody sounding like me all of a sudden? Why are all these conservatives talking like me? Now all of a sudden they hate the glyphosate decision? When that happened, I was up in arms. They were like, well, we got to trust the president. Got to trust him. Got to trust him. He's the best. He's the one and true king, so we got to do what he says. Donald Trump not only didn't attack the glyphosate shit, the Roundup stuff, right? He protected them from you suing them. You can never sue. If you get something because of glyphosate, which is a plant antibiotic, which contributes to antibiotic resistance of many superbugs, but it kills all these plants, right? And so then you can genetically alter corn so that if you spray it with glyphosate, all the weeds around it die, but the corn doesn't. But the problem is the animals eat all the corn and then you eat all the glyphosate. Also, because you're spraying it over all of our fields, every time the water runs down into a gully or something and ends up in our rivers, oceans, streams, and lakes, we get glyphosate. Glyphosate is coursing through our veins. And unfortunately, it is a plant antibiotic that possibly changes your DNA and erodes the blood-brain barrier. Some people say it's what causes autism. There's lots of shit about glyphosate. And your boy, RFK Jr., was saying for years that glyphosate is evil. I've been saying for the last 5 years since I've been doing YouTube, glyphosate is evil. And yet everybody is perfectly okay with Donald Trump saying, no, I love it. Glyphosate is the best. Everybody loves glyphosate. People are saying good things about glyphosate. And the reason why he did that is because Monsanto and Cargill, all these assholes, 3M, they love glyphosate. They want more glyphosate. And they paid him for it, and he did it. It's corruption. And they're like, Donald Trump's dismantling the MAHA agenda. He's not dismantling the MAHA agenda. He's a corrupt crook. He's a crook. He's stealing. He made a deal. The truth is he never gave a shit about the MAHA agenda. You think Donald fucking Trump eats McDonald's every day and gives a shit about the health of your children, the health of American children? You think he gives a shit about anybody's health? This dude has got cankles the size of my neck. His ankle is thicker than my neck. His ankles are like my thigh. Jesus. This guy's not healthy. He doesn't give a shit. He's not like RFK Jr. biohacking and shit.
And mandate it as a national important fertilizer. Like we can't get rid of it because of national security. What? Wait. All the MAHA moms, which is really just like a placeholder for everybody who cares about chemicals in our food, went ballistic, saying this is a complete betrayal. This is like one of the top items we wanted you to address. This is one of the reasons why we can't have pasta. Why we have to soak our fruit in vinegar. No, total betrayal. Marty McCary pushed out of the FDA. Why? The reason, reportedly, is that R.J. Reynolds wanted approval of its flavored vapes, like berry and like, the fun like Hawaiian punch. And he didn't want to do that because it's a huge issue, not just for MAHA moms, but for moms across the country, where they don't want their 14-year-old being marketed to with Hawaiian punch vaping. Because guess what?
I don't know. I'm kind of pissed they got rid of flavored cigarettes. I don't know, man. If I smoke a cigarette, I want a menthol, okay? Sorry, I spent too much time in Las Vegas and in hot climates. I don't know what it is, man. If I want a cigarette, I want a mentholated cigarette. Man, a couple weeks ago, my friend and I, we went out for some drinks, and he's like, you want a cigarette? I'm like, no. And he's like, I'm going to go buy his pack of smokes. And I'm like, yeah, all right. You could buy a pack of smokes. I'm not going to smoke any. And so then he bought like these Camel with the K, if you probably know it, Camel Red with a K. He bought those for $15.50, for God's sake. That's what a pack of cigarettes in California costs now, $15.50. And I was like, hey, do you have those Camel Crushes? Do you have the menthols? No, it's against the law in California. Against the law. I thought they were just against the law up in like San Francisco area, but I guess down here they are. It's been a long time since I bought a pack of cigarettes. I don't usually buy packs of cigarettes. Anyway, so he smoked one. So I grabbed one. I smoked. I was like, these are horrible. It's hot out.
But she'll do it. And it's the same way we didn't want cigarettes advertised to our children. And eventually that wasn't allowed. And he was reportedly under pressure to allow it. And he said no. And the next thing you know, he was no longer working there. Casey Means could.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I've never been the type that smokes and drinks at the same time. I've never been that guy, really. Like, I like to, but I don't really smoke. So I don't smoke. I've gone through times in my life where I smoked more. I mean, I worked in Vegas and everyone fucking smokes. So you're like, it's more for me like an excuse to go outside. Like, hey, let's all take a break on what's happening here. Let's all go outside for a second, smoke a cigarette. And it's just like an excuse to go outside. Because if you just go outside and like, I really think that, I don't know. I just need a break from people. I just need a fucking break from all of you every once in a while. If I'm at a party, I just need a fucking break. So I'm going to go outside and just stare at the moon for a little bit because I can't stand being in a room that long with just a bunch of screaming people. I'm overstimulated. I guess the kids these days call it overstimmed. I'm overstimmed. I don't think I'm overstimulated. I just can't. I just need a break. I'm going to come back. I need a break.
And get confirmed as Surgeon General, thanks to Bill Cassidy, who wouldn't let it out of committee. And thankfully.
Yeah, I mean, I remember you used to be able to smoke at bars. I used to, in Virginia, you could smoke at bars when I lived there. They changed the law while I was living there. And I was like, oh, man, are you serious? You can't smoke in bars anymore? Fuck it. Who cares? They'll be smoking in the street. So what? It's nice. In California, you're having your drinks. You put your napkin on top of your beer. You walk out. You smoke a cigarette. Hang out with the people outside for a little bit. There's a whole other party going on out there. Then you head on back to the bar. And you could drink more that way because you're taking breaks, man. Take a break. Sit there drinking like it's just so depressing. Go out, take a break.
He's gone, but she was one of the faces of MAHA. She actually is one of the reasons we have MAHA. She and her brother Callie, who wrote the book Good Energy and started a revolution.
Frankie Berry, it's really nice late at night, man, when I worked in the casinos, because you're in this goddamn, like, just, it's so loud in a casino, and there's just, your head is just, because I would work like 12 hours at a casino. And the only time I could leave is to go downstairs by where the cops are, like, and then stand there with the other managers who are all fuck, and look at the moon and talk about whatever, talk about nonsense for a little bit, something that's not, I don't know. And then you go back. You're like, all right, I'm going back in. I can't people like that, Scott. You can't people like that? What do I mean you can't people? The world must be people. The walls were yellow with nicotine in our student union bar 92. Oh my God. I used to sell beer to these VFWs and Foreign Legions, and you could smoke in there. And they have these smoke eaters going around like a ceiling fan. They got these smoke eaters move like spinning in the ceilings, and the whole bar is just covered. It's just so dark and gross, and it's covered in tobacco grease and everything. And then there's this bar in San Francisco called Heinold's First and Last Chance Saloon, Jack London's Rendezvous, and it's one of my favorite bars in the world. But they have an albatross head on the wall, and it's black. Now, it's a white bird, but it is black. The whole head is black. It's been there for so long, and people have been smoking in that bar for so long. It is black. And you just look at all the walls, black, because it's been so long. But hey, do that to your lungs. Lungenteren.
Connected with RFKJ, they connected with Tucker. This whole thing got rolling. We couldn't get hurt. Like, Surgeon General, I mean, it's kind of important, but it's not like that huge. It's kind of just a spokesperson. You're not really doing medicine, but they were like, oh, she's not a practicing doctor. Wait, who gives a shit? You need somebody who's a good talker and who is sensible enough to know what to say. What's the message? What's important? Nope, couldn't get her over the finish line because we didn't fight for her. Well, Cassidy's leaving. Can we get her, later? No, we went with somebody else. No offense to the new person, but this person hasn't been a stalwart of MAHA. So
Maha's gone. She thinks RFK Jr. is going to protest quit. Do you seriously think that RFK Jr. has it in him? Am I supposed to believe that RFK Jr. has it in him to protest quit MAGA, MAHA? He's going to protest? I don't believe it. Well, he was a Democrat too, though. I can't do this anymore.